Hey everybody, it's the finale of Stargirl. Can't believe it's the finale already. It seems this season has just flown by. It's simultaneously the most exciting week of the season and also the saddest one because it'll be over. But at least we have season 2 to eventually look forward to, and hopefully it maintains the same level of quality because this first season it's just been great. It's been surprising to me how good it's been, and we left on a bit of a cliffhanger last week. All the adult people, 18 plus, let's say, are all being controlled by brainwave, and all the new batch of superheroes, and Cindy, are all ready to fight. We found out that the villain's plan is to bring peace and harmony to the world. How could they? Plus, they'll kill a bunch of people. You know, gotta kill a few people. So yeah, we're trying to stop that. And yeah, who from the villains is going to die? Will anybody? Will they all just sneak off at the back door? Ooh. And Courtney will be like, we'll get them next time. And Cindy will be like, let me at her. As her dad drags her away. Maybe. Don't think so. That would be weird. But yeah, what a great first season for a show. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out. I presume Courtney and co are going to, shut down the machine. But who gets caught in the crossfire? Which of the villains survives? Did they really kill off Principal Fiddler in the last one? She got out. But, that could have slightly missed her heart or whatever. We don't know. Plus her son, Tuba Boy. Is he going to be new villain? Maybe. I'll talk once the episode's over about how I feel about all the characters and how the season went as a whole. But, until then, I think we should just get straight into it and see how this plan plays out. Icicle is definitely going to survive. That's my feeling. It would be too weird to kill him off. And I hope Brainwave survives as well, because he's very compelling. Don't care about the gambler. But he probably won't put himself in the line of fire. He's not a fighter. He's more of he's a hacker, not a fighter. And as for the dynamic duo of Sportsmaster and Tigress, they're just fun. They're just fun to have around, both when they're not fighting and especially when they are fighting. When they team up, it's just great stuff to watch. And I really, really enjoy the comedic nature of Crusher, when he's just going about his day to day. But of course, all that can't continue now that everybody knows who everybody is. So I don't know if we can go back to school after all this is over. I guess we'll find. Maybe we'll move on to a different town. But I think Blue Valley has a lot of history, so maybe we won't. All these questions I have, let's watch it. Got these weird headphones, new ones that have a zip. So it's like, if you're a really tiny person, you can wear them. But it's just sort of distracting. Sort of clank, clank, clank. On the plus side, I can hear out of both ears, so that's always good. Oh, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see all the adults go. Tuba guy!
You just hit me with this tuba. Take him to the nurse.
I'm glad we had to follow up on this guy.
What's your mom gonna say?
Well done, son. Also, she may be dead. It has begun. Ooh. I knew it would rise up.
It's Levine.
He's gone. It's very Superman, just that little... It's very... There's something about it that's... You don't know what I'm saying. What if... Why are all the cars just very peacefully stopped? You know, instead of suddenly crashing into everybody?
What's wrong with my dad?
They're gonna think differently when they wake up. They're gonna believe in all the right things, all the things they should. They're gonna become better people.
We're gonna make the world a better place.
My dad's already a good person.
Does he believe in global warming? He doesn't look like he believes in global warming.
Pat?
Run!
In less than 30 minutes, brainwaves reprogramming will be complete.
Shh, don't tell them exactly how long is left.
Become a part of our new society, our new America.
Society. Remember when I used to call him Accent Guy?
It's Courtney!
Oh, he paused. He hesitated. He's fighting back. But that's bad. Don't fight back, Pat. You'll explode.
Ever since we came to Blue Valley, you've been there for me.
She's gonna give him a speech.
Every time I needed you. I need you now, Pat.
See, the power of love can beat all brainwaves.
I'd theorize they're wearing a signal-blocking earpiece of some kind, protecting them from the broadcast.
If we can turn the blockers back on, we could free Pat and Justin.
And Barbara will
You can break into my security system
carry her down
He's
there.
correct, Beth. It's
I love the way
difficult.
he's still
Every time I break
listening.
through one, it's a stalemate.
Hey, kitty.
If the gambler's so focused on keeping us out, maybe we can divert his attention elsewhere.
He's still
What else can
listening.
happen to-
How about we target what the gambler cares about more than anything else?
Gambling.
What's that?
Chocolate.
His money.
His cat.
Stop it!
Damn it, Beth. We need these funds to combat global warming, not...
Stop!
All this Bitcoin is
The
going.
gambler.
Hey, Pat, you back with us?
Courtney?
You really need a tinfoil hat or something like buds in your ears. Like mine.
It's okay.
That's why I'm okay.
I heard you.
Aww.
Every word.
All that stuff she was saying, she didn't mean it. She was just trying to snap you out of it.
I meant every word.
Oh, she did mean it. She's so wholesome. No wonder Cindy hates her.
And if we don't destroy that machine, your mom could still die.
I don't know, she doesn't seem to be resisting. Maybe she already believes all that stuff.
I'm gonna rip that vault door open and I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, this again?
Really think, but killing is wrong.
Says who?
The,
God?
the good guy code.
So don't try and stop me, Yolanda.
Let him work out his issues. What about Cindy? Is she still in the...
No one's here.
Yeah.
Is Cindy here?
Okay?
Look what we got here.
Crusher!
That's as far as you go.
Ooh. Slow motion, running. I can dig it. Ooh. Although anybody with ranged weapons shouldn't be running. I want to see Solomon versus Rick. Yeah, I want to see more of that fight. Cindy! Maybe Cindy could take her father's place on the Injustice Society. Cindy? It's Cindy! She killed her own father.
Locked me up. Daddy.
That's one way of taking his place. Ooh. Score 1 for the good guys. Jordan, you're getting your ass handed to you. Plan B. Solomon, maybe? Yep. Whoa. He's like a super Hulk. No problems. He just swatted him away.
Loop my signal for the next 5 minutes. It will continue the reprogramming until I return.
He doesn't need to be there.
Wait, Yolanda, just wait.
What? Henry? Are you still you? Are you real?
The cave-in didn't kill me. I know where my dad is and how we can stop him.
Can we believe him? Yeah.
What's the plan? Where are your friends?
Careful, careful. It's a trick. It's a trick.
They were Henry's friends, too.
Ooh, she got him. It was Brainwave.
I watched Henry die.
Ooh, this is dark. I like this.
And now I'm gonna watch you die.
Ooh, this is super dark. I like this. Like, I don't like Brainwave dying, but... Go, Dark Yolanda. Holy shit. Ooh. Rick?
My turn.
I don't have time for this.
Cindy's okay. We know she's regenerating, so... She's good. Her dad might be too.
Yolanda!
Hey, Courtney. Just taking care of the trash.
Yolanda?
Ooh, I just remembered Yolanda's speech about killing his bat. Remember that?
I know it's wrong,
From 20 minutes ago?
but I did it.
Come on!
What'd you think about that, Courtney? Gonna kick Yolanda off Team Good Guy?
God.
It's just an autopilot. Thought she was gonna shoot at it.
What are you gonna do?
Yep. Yeah. Just be sure it doesn't fall over and kill a bunch of people. Yeah, like this. So, get out of there. Daddy, you came back. Don't worry, kid. I'm a capitalist overlord, and I believe in profit above the planet Earth. Don't you worry, I'm not different.
You have no idea what you've done.
Jordan looks so
Courtney?
different when he's angry.
Jordan's here.
No more Dr. Midnight.
Help me!
Goggles? He's just targeting the goggles. Not bad. Remember, you only have like 10 minutes left,
5
Rick?
minutes left.
5, okay.
And it's all for you.
Solomon will definitely survive the 5 minutes, but maybe they'll become friends. Who knows?
He killed Chuck.
Look, Chuck wasn't your only friend. You still got your parents.
Where is my mom?
Oh, Jordan took her to, I don't know, he's gonna sleep with her or
I want
something.
to show you something so you'll understand.
Ooh,
Look.
maybe they will kill Jordan.
Do you remember?
He's lost
That's
his,
what all of this
he's
is,
lost
to
his
help
cool.
people. I want to help people. And what if I told you it would take 500,000 lives right now, but I could cure cancer forever?
Do it.
I will succeed. And I will kill your daughter
Well, he's gone.
and your husband for
He's
what
dead.
you've all done.
Ooh, mercy.
Damn you, fight back!
Mercy.
Fight me!
He's gonna take pity on him.
You stupid animal.
This is healthy for Rick. This is so healthy.
Go on, get out of here!
See, they're both kind of animals. And I think sometime in season 2, Solomon will come back.
Come back!
Will come back and help. He'll help Rick because he spared him. It's a good move from Rick. Nope.
I won't let you stop me.
You can never save America. You're filled with too much hate. Gotcha.
Ow. He's still alive.
I get to be in the JSA?
Of course, Mike saves the day. Of course he does. That's hilarious. And the dog, of course. This is why you don't put Mike in the corner. Who died? Brainwave? Jordan? Well, Jordan got hit by a car. We'll say he's dead. The rest of them are fine. And they're not getting a divorce. Happiest of endings.
It's Chuck.
Well, then we'll get him up and running, Beth. Right, Yolanda?
She's in her...
Yeah, sure.
She's Dark Yolanda season 2. I'm in for that.
There'll be other dragons to slay, Justin.
We'll need you. Season 2.
Oh, the dragons. Oh, yeah.
See that Cindy one? She's one.
There will be, won't there?
Tuba Kid? He's another one. Artemis.
So proud.
Dark Yolanda. Mike in season 5. Plenty of people to kill.
Thank you all.
You know what I was wrong about?
Till the next battle, Stargirl.
Till the next battle, Star Galactica.
Malfunction in a weather satellite. Government.
I told you it was folly.
Didn't see him before. Season 2. What are we looking for?
I see you in there. Eclipso.
Season 2! They're really setting up like, and this person's gonna be in season 2, and this person. Look at the size of this snowman.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Oh, she's gonna give it to Pat! And we finally get to see what it is. This is good closure for this. I like this.
I've been waiting to give to you for a long time.
It's gonna get me emotional. World's greatest dad or something.
World's greatest dad.
Oh, she looks so
I love it.
vulnerable. It's very sweet. It's very sweet.
Thank you.
And Stars and Stripes, I get it. Ooh. Post-episode bit. Hey. Hello?
Can I help you? I'm looking for Pat Dugan.
No, he's not here.
He doesn't live here.
Who are you?
Any idea where I can find him? Who are you? I'm an old friend.
It's Starman!
Name's Sylvester Pemberton.
Aren't you supposed to be dead? Though, just going from that scene, Starman comes back, he's like, "Hey, kid, I'm here for my stuff. Gimme." And then he pieces out with the staff, and Courtney's just left with her costume. Fun fact, I looked up Stargirl costume on eBay, and I found some things that do not look. I was like, "What the shit is that?" And that's not. that's just a few pieces of cloth. That's not good. Anyway, if they ever make a Cindy costume, I'm gonna buy it. Season 2, I'll be wearing it. Team Cindy, season 2. Good episode. Great end to this season. Very good guy beats bad guy. Very the heroes win and the villains lose. We didn't lose anybody on the hero side. There were no sacrifices. There was no darkness there. But, speaking of darkness, the hint, Yolanda killing Brainwave. Firstly, interesting to bring back young Henry, and for a moment we're like, oh, maybe he did survive, because we didn't know, maybe he did survive. But then it being Brainwave Sr., just pulling a fast one. And then she went so dark. She killed him. She didn't just kill him. She stood over him. She was like, I'm going to watch you die. Ooh, that's what I like to see. I like to see some darkness. When I was thinking about how am I going to end the season, maybe I'll go through all the characters and kind of talk about them. I was thinking maybe, you know what would be interesting? Dark Beth. Because Beth is so comic relief and so happy and so, you know, she's just nothing but good and kind and sweet, that turning her dark would be really interesting. But it's too early to do that. Yolanda, however, has a bit of a troubled past. Home life, not great. And person she loved, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, brutally murdered in front of her. She gets her revenge. She gets her revenge in this episode after trying to talk Rick out of getting his. Rick does not get his revenge. He holds back. The parallels between those two stories and what happens at the end, very interesting. And I hope they explore that more in season 2. I hope they just don't forget about that. And, you know, everything's fine. Everything's happy. I hope they follow up with Yolanda at least a little bit. Because it would be nice to see one of our heroes maybe go down a darker path. Maybe. Just to add a bit of spice to things, you know? So who definitely died in this episode? Nobody. Could have been all a trick, you know? Brainwave. Dead, or maybe it was just a brain vision where he wasn't really dead. But we'll count him as 90% plus dead. Brainwave. Dr. Ito. There was this whole thing, we don't even know if we can kill that guy. But Cindy stabbed him in the back, shivved him. Was that enough? It's implied that was enough. So we'll say he's also in the 90 plus. Plus, she's kind of taking his place as a villain. So it wouldn't be surprised me that he's just gone. So those two. Sportsmaster and Tigress, they were on the floor, but I think they were just winded. They're too interesting and fun to just kill off. So they'll be back in some capacity. Or they'll be replaced by their daughter. We don't know. Jordan, that's the big one. Run over by Mike and the dog. I don't think, you see, we sort of gloss over that, but Mike, you just killed somebody. How about that? He made a joke after it, but just straight up murdered somebody. We didn't have any follow-up scene with, you know, taking Jordan off to jail. Where would you even keep him, you know, Argus? So we'll say he's 90+% dead as well. And they've introduced they've name dropped a few people. Anybody who reads the comics, not me, will know who these people are. The guy in the background of the Injustice Society painting, that guy. The person in the diamond, that person. Cindy, Tuba Boy. I don't think he's going to be a major player, but it was funny seeing him bash somebody with the tuba. And Starman, evil Starman. Starman's evil twin. He's just going to grow a moustache. Season 2. He's going to have an evil staff. That would be fun. But why, if he is alive, what happened? Did he just... How? Because Pat saw him die? Was he just faking it? What? Explain, show. I know you can't, because you're done with, but... Season 2, explain. That was a lot. There's so much packed into that last episode. I'm sure I've forgotten a lot of it. And I wanted to talk about the season as a whole, because it was so good. And what I would change or alter, or, you know, what worked really well for me, what could use a little bit of a tweak. Like the Cindy stuff, I was really into the Cindy stuff for, say, the first 66% of the show. When she was the school bitch, and she was, you know, and I loved her teaming up with Courtney in the science lab and doing all that stuff. Then she kind of turned into this comic villain when she was dragged underground. Her and her father, she was more of a kind of a bratty kid. That was less interesting. So it's more interesting now that she's back on her own, and that's what I would have, you know, suggested, that she has now grown into a proper villain. She's no longer trying to impress her elders. What I was thinking with Rick was that we need to work out his anger issues, and they did it so well in this episode. Having him take it out on Solomon, like directly, and then having him feel sorry for him and show him mercy. It was so well done. It was so, you really felt, I think it was Rick's acting, and, you know, the CGI acting as well. It really sold the moment that he was shouting at Solomon to fight back. You know, he needed to conquer this villain, and then the villain wasn't fighting him, and he just You know, he realized there was more going on in his brain, and that killing Solomon wasn't going to fix that. So it was a healing, first stage of healing for him. He called him a stupid animal. He doesn't really blame him for killing, like he blames him for killing his parents, but it's not, you know, he knows it wasn't done with, you know, malice, or, you know, it wasn't some mustache twirling villain doing it, you know, so it was, I know what I mean. Justin, the janitor, I will say that he was great when he was mysterious, and then when he started having a bigger role and his mind was a bit frayed, he kind of dropped a bit from it. Like, he was at the top of my list every time I'd see him in the first few episodes. I'd be like, oh, this guy. And then he was just like, he was just also there, you know? So if they are to bring him back, make him a bit more, forget all that brain fuzziness, make him a bit more badass. That's my advice for him. Writers, do it. I know you're not filming yet. Take my advice. Beth, give Beth some friends. She's so... The parents thing was hilarious in the first half of the season, where she was just constantly hanging around them and doing stuff for them, and it was so sad. I was convinced that her parents would get a divorce and it would break her brain. But then she found Chuck, and she started relying on him as well. I don't think she realizes that she does. She has a group of friends that she can rely on now, and good to get Chuck back, but, you know, appreciate what you got, Beth. You got a good group now. You're not the losers table anymore. You're the winners table. The gambler got away. He didn't slip up. He lost all his money, but he saw the losing. He knows the odds. He saw it, the villains were losing, and he was like, just gonna step out, you know? Live to fight another day. Jordan, however, he just went off the deep end. As I said in the reaction, he lost his cool. It was the first time you'd seen him properly like that. Just desperate and over-the-top villainous. It was probably his weakest episode. He should have just slinked off into the night too. Or used his ranged weapons, ice, to do something. But dragging Barbara up to the tower to show her the town and all that stuff, he just lost it. Maybe Cameron will be in season 2. It would be extremely weird to build up Courtney and Cameron's friendship and then just ignore it. And just it never mentioned again. Why even have Cameron in the show at all? I don't think we saw him in this episode. If they weren't going to do any follow-up with that. What about Icicle's parents? They'll be out for revenge. We didn't get to see Denise. Maybe Icicle did just kill her, or Solomon, or, you know. I really thought Denise was gonna be a... Remember that first few episodes? I was like, ooh, this one, she'll be somebody. Nope. That whole family, magician guy, boy who is now a hat, Denise, the cat, just never mentioned really again. They're all dead, except for the cat. Yeah. Crusher and Tigress and Artemis, they're fine as a little unit. I thought they were very well utilized, especially Crusher. Great comedy. Loved his normal everyday scenes, and loved the fighting with him, with that duo. She wasn't very well developed outside of the fighting aspect, you know, in the everyday. She didn't have a comedy role that Crusher did, so And I guess Tuba's mother, just dead. No, there's no fiddler. Maybe we'll get a new fiddler. Maybe Tuba Kid can learn all other instruments, start dropping pianos on people's heads. You know? He's just got like a backpack full of, here's a flute, and here's also a guitar. I'm just going to play you Wonderwall for a bit, and then, you know, triangle. Now you're hypnotized. You never know. Dog was great in every scene he was in just the right amount of show. That was perfectly done. Mike's sensational. The actor who plays Mike, best casting. Enjoyed all his scenes. He acted the hell out of his scenes with what he was given. No powers, but he brought it every episode. He brought the energy, he brought the comedy timing. He worked very well with Luke Wilson. Very they went back and forth very well. Speaking of Pat and Courtney, also great chemistry, great, especially when they're coming up with excuses together. Very, very funny. Courtney herself, I make fun of Courtney all season long for her relentless positivity and her, you know, her hope and she's such a good kid. She is the person you would point to and go, that's the superhero. That's what a superhero would do. She doesn't have an edge or a bite or a darkness to her, and maybe that's a good thing. You know, maybe we don't need her to have that. Yolanda, she's the one with the darkness. Let's focus on that. Yeah, so many things. Courtney's dad is an asshole. I know he could easily come back into it, but forget him. Just leave him be. You know, let him live his life and never mention him again. The end. I wonder if the school will be even factored into a season 2, because you know they can't have Cindy there, and they can't have. It would be weird having scenes there without having evil people there too, you know, to bounce off. So I don't know how season 2 is gonna to flow. You know what the main setting is gonna be, if they're just gonna throw us straight into a good versus evil thing. Guess we'll find out. So yeah, I've talked on for a lot, a significant amount, a good amount, and I've forgotten lots of things. Barbara didn't have too much to do in this season, which makes sense because she doesn't have a power, and so many other people around her do have key. It was hard to give her something to do. I don't know what I'd do with her. Like, she's key to the show, but maybe she needs a bit more to do. Maybe, but you can't give everybody something to do. So, you know, you're giving this person more time, you're taking it away from another person. It's just a balancing act. So, yeah. I'm overall really impressed with the show. Really impressed with season 1. It's much better than... I don't want to insult other shows, so I won't. But it's much better than the current seasons of other shows. And maybe it's because it was only 13 episodes, and maybe it's because it's fresh, and maybe it's because, you know, they haven't been able to run out of ideas because it's so new. And I would put it up there with a lot of the best superhero seasons that we've had over the last 6 or 7 years. Now, generally, I prefer darker things. Like, I prefer more, you know, less of the good guys win, yay, that sort of thing. But they threw in a lot of darkness, surprisingly. And they managed to keep it light. Like, look at the end of this show. It's so happy and Christmassy and everybody's just wholesomely having fun. But yet we had the deaths. We had Joey's arc dying. We had Henry dying. We had Yolanda kill Brainwave and watch him die. You know, we had those dark moments. We have Rick really struggling with his parents' death and wanting to get revenge. So, I don't want to stop recording because I know there's more stuff. I could probably talk for another hour about this stuff. Pat's robot is fine. You know, I have no positive or negative feelings about that. It's just fine. It's like just a transformer whenever you need one to give a punch. I hope I'm not missing anybody too interesting. There's always somebody. I did really like Brainwave in most of the scenes. I loved his power. I'm sad that he's dead. I'm sad that both him and his son are 90+% dead. Obviously, this is a show where anybody can come back. Anybody at all. Like, just look at Starman. Hey, I'm back, guys. What's going on? You know, anybody can come back. Nobody's really dead. Nobody's 100% dead at any point, but it does look like we're losing the Brainwave family, which is a shame because they had some of the more interesting powers. We could read people's minds. We could project force fields. We could do a lot of things that are now gone from the universe. Oh, and the pink pen. We didn't... It's just sitting there. Next season, if they remember. Oh yeah, and pointing at you, me in the camera, the owl. Remember the owl? Where's the owl gone? Is Courtney feeding the owl? We need to know these things. Did I miss the scene where the dog eats the owl? Anyway, that was Stargirl Season 1. Thank you for joining me. It's been so much fun to react to. Probably my favorite thing to react to. Just, you know, I'm not going to say it's my favorite show of the year that I've done in my year of reactions, but it gives me something to work with every single week. There's no dull moments. I'm just a yabberbox during this one. So smooth and easy to react to. I love it. And I can't wait for season 2. Bring it on. Bring it on next week. I'll watch an episode of this show every week. No problems. Thank you for joining me. It's been a great interest type group. What am I saying? It's one of the shows that's gotten a lot of views for me, and I appreciate all that. And stick around with me because I'll be, you know, Stargirl might be gone for a while, but I'm still here. You still get a bit of Cindy and me, no matter what we're watching. So come back for whatever, you know, some sort of documentary I'll be watching, and I'll be like, ooh, Cindy would have done this. Just add a random comment. Yeah. So enjoy your day until I see you next. Don't be a stranger. Subscribe or something. Whatever. Give me a thumbs or down. Give me a thumb sideways. I don't care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And if I've forgotten anything about Stargirl, I'll be down in the comments going, oh yeah, and this, and also this, and good point, and yeah, I didn't think about that, and what are you doing spoiling season 2 for me? Get out of here. So, yeah, I'll see you next time.